Hello children, welcome to the English class. In this session, we are going to do Unit 8. The theme of the unit is human rights. A reading, and the reading is titled Jamaican Fragment. These are the people of Jamaica. Majority of the Jamaicans are blacks. This country was situated in the Caribbean Sea. The Spanish occupied this country and ruled it for hundreds of years. Slavery was practiced in this country. Children, here we can see two kids playing each other. Assume one as a dark boy and the other one as a white boy. The author A.L. Hendricks in this lesson tries to explain us about racism. Children, all about the introduction part was already introduced to you in our session 1. So let me recapitulate what happened. This Hendricks, A.L. Hendricks, who is the author of this lesson, he tries to explain us about the racism and equality through an incident that he witnessed. So, as usual, in his walking to the tramcar lines, he saw two boys playing. One was dark and the another one is white. They both dressed in same. The white boy ordered many things. The dog boy served him. Yeah, when they both were playing, while when the author witnessed this, the white boy was ordering the dog boy, and the dog boy was obeying the white boy's orders. Writer thought about the incident whole day. While he was walking, he just happened to see that incident, and he started to think about that incident the whole day, why it has happened. Is it the race character? Now in his mind there were several questions about the racial discrimination. So actually this discrimination against individuals on the basis of their skin color, race, or ethnic origin is called as racial discrimination. As these Jamaicans are dark in color, they were treated as slaves. So even the author A.L. Hendricks, he also thought the same thing, that here, right from the childhood, this discrimination is taking place. Okay. So is it the race character? Next day he saw the same boys playing, but their roles had been changed. These were the questions that were running uh, over the night, throughout the day. So let's see what happened to these two boys, and where the questions answered. Let's see. Yeah. Before going to continue with the further reading, let's have a look at some new words that we shall come across. Infancy. The meaning of infancy is childhood. Abjectly, it is without pride or self-respect. Impute. The meaning of impute is pass an unfair remark. Eventually, it is finally. The meaning of eventually is finally. Outburst. The meaning of outburst is a sudden, strong expression of emotion. What's the meaning, children? A sudden, strong expression of emotion. Bidding. Bidding is ordering. The meaning of bidding is ordering. Up and down. The meaning of up and down is in two directions. Yeah. Let's continue with the further reading of the text. For a whole day, I puzzled over this problem. Author was trying to think about this problem for a whole day. For a whole day, my faith in my people was shaken. When I passed by that afternoon, the little boys were not there. When he was about to pass by that lane, the little boys were not present at that time. That evening, I thought deeply on the subject. He was thinking about that on that particular subject. The next morning, the boys were there again. Yeah, while he was going again through the Tamkar hills, the next morning, the boys were there again. And a man was standing at the gate watching them. Along with the boys, he also saw a man watching them. Along with this man, one more man was watching those boys. I stopped and looked just to see what the white boy was making his little servant do. So he thought of stopping there. He stood there and he started to look. What is it? The same thing that is happening, that is repeating even today also. Even today, the white boy is posing orders to the black dark boy or not. He just wanted to see. To my utter astonishment, the little dark boy was striding imperiously. So what happened is, to his surprise, to his astonishment, the little dark boy was striding imperiously. So this dark boy, he started to walk up and down the lawn while the white youngster walked abjectly behind him. Yeah, so now what happened is the scenario has completely changed, and here the dark boy is imposing the orders while the white boy is obeying whatever the dark boy is telling him. Get me a banana, he said. The dark boy or posed a order, get me a banana. The little boy ran into the house and reappeared shortly with a banana. Obeying his orders, the little boy he ran into the house and reappeared shortly with a banana. Peel it for me. The little white boy peeled the banana and handed it to his dark master. Yeah, he did the same that was ordered. He peeled the banana and he gave it to his dark master. I saw it now. It was indeed a game I had played as a child. Each boy took it in turn every alternate day to be the boss, the other the slave. So it is the game that these children were playing. Every alternate day, one boy becomes the master and the other boy becomes the slave. It had been great fun to me as a youngster. I smiled as I remembered. Yeah, he recollected his childhood days. Even when he was a child, they used to play this sort of games. I looked at the man standing by the gate. Yeah. When all these things were happening, he happened to see a man who is standing near the gate. He was a white man. The man who was standing near the gate was a white man. I remember what I had thought yesterday. Yeah. Yesterday, he misunderstood those little boys and he misunderstood that the white race is becoming superior and he is ordering right from the childhood. He, no doubt, I thought to myself, was wondering if the black race is superior to the white. Yes, I laughed gently to myself. He laughed within himself, and he went there to to just explain him what's going on, what sort of the game that children are playing. How silly grown-ups are, how clever we are, how wonderfully able we are to impute deep motives to childish actions. This man, I said to myself, will puzzle all day on whether the blacks will eventually rise and rule the world. because he thinks he sees a little black boy realizing at a tender age his superiority over the white. Just like me, even this man will think over this. Maybe the complete the whole night he may think over this, so he wanted to go near him and he wanted to explain him what's going on, what sort of the game these children are playing. I will save him from his puzzle. So he thought such type of whatever he has faced yesterday, that the same should not repeat. So he thought, I will save him from his puzzle, I will explain him. I went cross to him, he wanted to explain him, and he went near him. He went He went near him and he started to ask, I know what you are thinking. I said, you are thinking that maybe the black race is superior to the white because you just saw the little dark youngster on the lawn ordering the little white boy around. Yeah, after having a look at those boys, you came to the conclusion that the black race is becoming superior. So don't think that. It's a game they play. What he started to explain is, no, no, don't think like that. It's a frolic game they play every day. Alternate days, one is the boss, the other is the servant. Every alternate day, one boy becomes the boss and the other boy becomes the servant. It's a grand game. I used to play it, and maybe so did you. Even I played such type of games when I was very young. Maybe you might have also played this game. Yesterday, I saw the little white boy bossing the dark one, and I worried all day over the dark boy's realization of his inferiority. So young in life, we are silly, we grown ups, aren't we? Yes. The man was surprised at my outburst. The man surprised at his outburst. He looked at me smiling. This man started to smile while he was about to explain all the things that happened. He looked at me and he was smiling. I know all about the game. He said, yeah, I know all about the game, what they are playing. He said, the boys are brothers. He also said that the boys are brothers. The black boy and the white boy are brothers. My sons. He also said that those two boys are his sons. He pointed to a handsome brown woman on the veranda who had just come out to call in the children. So, this person, what he has done is he has pointed to a beautiful woman, brown woman on the veranda. That particular person, the parent, the father is the white one, and the wife, the mother, is the dark lady. So are the brothers. One becomes the white, and the other becomes the dark one, who had just come out to call in the children. That's my wife, he said. So she's at a distant place, and he's showing that particular lady, and he said, "That's my wife," he said. I smiled. My spirit laughed within me. So he too smiled. This is Jamaica. I said in my heart, this is my country, my people. I looked at the white man. He smiled at me. We'll miss the tram if we don't hurry, he said. Yeah, he said that. He laughed within himself and he told among himself that this is Jamaica and this is my country. Okay, and by A.L. Hendricks. Let's go with the question and answers of this A reading. If the writer had seen the second day's game on the first day, what would he have thought about it? If the writer had seen the second day's game on the first day, the writer would not have thought it as a social evil and thought it was a game. Did the white man believe in the white supremacy? How do you know? The answer, we'll write the answer like this. No, the white did not confide in the white people to have their supremacy over the black because he knew the fact that his wife was a black lady. Yeah. He won't believe. Why? Because even his wife was also a dark lady, black lady. How did the narrator come to the conclusion that grown ups are silly? At the end, we have learned about this. The narrator came to the conclusion that the grown ups are silly because they cultivate their own passions to distort the things which they come to experience in their day to day lives. Thank you, children. Hope you all followed the session.